Well, we've got to change in our lineup this week. Is basically how we'll start it. So Rollo has ditched us. He's got a premiere. I think it's Mad Max premiere. So that's pretty poor from Rollo.
I wasn't. We usually have a message group and say like, can we do this time? Someone might have something on. Yeah, Rollo's like, oh, love to. I'm not gonna be able to make it this time. I was thinking it would be quite a serious.
It's got to be a pretty serious thing. Yeah.
Like, no worries, mate. Like, that's fine. And we got in here today and found out that he's going to the Mad Max premiere. So
it's disappointing to say the least from Rollo.
Yeah, but anyway, our mum Tracy is on instead playing host.
So she's the Rollo for the week.
Rollo off the bench.
Yeah, correct. Which is exciting.
And all we need to do, we just need you to play a role, Tracy.
Okay. Well, Will has got big shoes to fill. Lucky I've got a size 11 foot. I reckon I'll be okay. Moderating you two has been my life's work.
Exactly right.
So just remember, we don't need you to be a superstar.
Just do my role.
Yeah.
Okay. Rollo's role.
Rollo's role.
Rollo's role. I'll do Rollo's role.
Just keep things flowing nicely.
Flow. Keeping the flow. Keep you guys on.
Yeah. So you've got the run sheet there. You can
got the run sheet.
Task focused. Yep.
Okay. Task focused.
But you can have a bit of fun with it.
Like Harry's shirt. What do you think of Harry's shirt, Mum?
Like it. Like a lemon.
Thank you. Yeah.
Would you call it lemon?
I would.
Okay.
It's nice. Yours is kind of a grey.
Two sizes too small.
It's really annoying me how he's got his one arm is rolled up, Mum. Did you see that?
Yes. Oh, I took my hoodie off.
That's really annoying. So thanks for fixing that.
He's fixed that for you then.
Listen, that. What do you got?
I'm meant to introduce that, aren't I? It's my job. Do your role. Play your role. My role is to introduce Harry's.
No, you need to say
this or that.
Yeah, and then we put it. Yeah.
And the music.
This or that.
We got there eventually, but so you can play this, Tracy.
Okay.
Yeah.
This week it's called AIKO, AIKO.
Okay.
You can usually write it down. Just
AIKO. Yep.
Yep. So is it this year's Eurovision contestant representing the Czech Republic, or a deep green chair with a modern twist from IKEA retailing for $29?
You do love your IKEA things, don't you? It's always.
It's only the second one ever.
No, I don't reckon.
It is.
I'm going to go with the Eurovision contestant.
Any reason why?
Yeah, we do like a bit of an explanation if you can.
No. I just think it's probably that more than the IKEA chair, but I'm probably wrong. So I'd pick the other one, Ben. If
I want to go IKEA. It just sounds like an IKEA sort of name.
Well, Mum is 1 from 1. So.
Yes! Winner!
Yeah, right.
Ben loses again.
Sorry, Benno.
I feel like you've lost the last few, actually.
Yeah, I'm out of form in this or that.
So does that get a tick for Rollo? He gets 1 more point?
Yeah,
MJ's been a little bit slack on the scores.
All right. Sorry, Rollo. I thought I did him a favour. But
that's all right.
No, you did well.
You take it.
Okay, let's talk some footy.
Footy chat.
Footy chat.
Do you want to start us off, Mum? What do you think of the weekend?
Starting it off.
How did Ben go? I didn't watch it.
Didn't you?
Nah.
What were you doing?
Well, Ben.
I was busy, mate.
Ben came up. Harry was studying. He was doing his uni assignment.
Ben was a bit scratchy, wasn't he? Was that?
I was sending him some messages about how you were going. So. Right. So, Essendon, Ben, you were up against your old team North.
Was indeed.
Did you get booed?
How was that? Yeah, did you get booed?
Apparently you had a bit of a horror in the interview post-game.
In terms of what?
Well, I think whoever was interviewing said, did you get booed or whatever? And you said, no, I didn't really notice if I got booed, but yeah, I got booed. So
I didn't realise I said that. I think I did. I'm sure I did. I didn't really notice it a lot, though, to be honest. I think when you're in the game, you're not really thinking about, what the crowd is doing. So.
Well, I was in the crowd.
Correct. What do they do?
So there was one sort of loud boo, but the Essendon cheer after that boo was even louder. So that was fantastic, really, from the supporters, I guess. There
was one moment in the third quarter where I took a mark and it was 50 metres and the crowd got around that moment, which was nice. But it was certainly strange. I think all week I'd been pretty good, and then come game day it was a bit strange, and then getting there and
because they've been your mates for the last 8 years, right? So how challenging is that? It was got to be difficult.
I was pretty good up until the whole pre-game.
Yeah.
I saw a couple of staff members before the game and had a chat out on the ground before the warm-up, and that was good to see a couple of familiar faces. But
and I saw you and Nick have a nice
moment. That was nice.
Yeah, that's lovely.
The first embrace with Big Larks was good. He's a good man, and really enjoyed our battle across the day. But the first 5 minutes was probably the strangest.
Yeah.
You're looking around and you got majority of the players quite well. So it took a few minutes to adjust and just didn't feel real for the first minute or two. But once the game progresses, it was pretty normal. So Goldie and I were sort of checking in on each other during the game and had each other's back, I suppose. So that was nice to have someone sharing the similar experience. But from a footy point of view, it was a pretty good game, especially the first half.
First half
North
was really
were
tough.
really competitive, and there is no easy games in this league. So we expected North's very best, and we felt like we probably we got that from them, especially the first half. The contest was good, and LDU was really sharp, and Shees was playing some good footy. So to name a couple, so it was a tough battle, but I think that third quarter sort of broke the game open, and it was a pretty mature performance in the end, albeit a tough battle, especially the first half. So
Max did have a question from Ballarat. You probably did touch on it, but we can hear from Max.
Yep.
Max.
G'day, this is Max from Ballarat. Just have a question for Benny Mackay. Just wondering, how did it feel playing against your old side, North Melbourne, and how did it feel just watching the boys get up and about for the third quarter with all those goals in a row? Go Dons.
Yeah, that third quarter, thanks for the question, Max. That third quarter was really cool to be a part of. That was when the crowd sort of lifted and I felt like we sort of were gaining momentum. As I said at the start, it was really strange, and there was just moments you look around and you see guys you sort of get along well with and just a bit bizarre. But as the game progressed, it became more normal. And after the game was nice. I didn't get to get around to every play because I did the post-game interview. But it was nice to, at the end of the game, have a chat to Larks and a couple others, and they were all really respectful, and it was nice to be able to shake hands
and that's great
acknowledge
to see, isn't it?
our past, and they're all happy for myself and vice versa. So, albeit it was really strange, it was nice to get that one out of the way, and more importantly, get a really good win. As I said, there's no easy wins in this competition, and we were really pleased with that result. So,
And obviously, Ben, you're playing for the team you grew up barracking for, and I think there's a question from Madison about that too.
Let's hear it.
Hi Ben, hi Harry. It's Madison here from Adelaide. I have a question for Ben. Now that the season's well and truly on the way, what does it feel like playing for the team that you supported when you were little? Go the Dons.
Thanks, Madison. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I think there's certainly just moments that you realise, this is sort of what you pictured when you're a little kid.
Yeah.
I think the industry is so much bigger than, being in a player's footsteps compared to a fan's footsteps or in their shoes. So, it's a bit different to what you pictured it growing up, but all in all, it's cool. Like it's
So
for the family as well. And all
how
that sort of
have you
stuff.
guys found it?
So,
It's
well,
probably different.
it's been really, really lovely to see Ben enjoying playing at a new team. It's hard. It was hard to change for sure, but
Absolutely.
it's been good to be settled in, and I think your grandfather, and
correct.
uncles, and my mum, big Essendon family. So
Yeah.
that's been really nice, I think, for the extended family.
Yeah, agreed. I think the immediate family, ride the ups and downs, but to see the extended family who barrack Essendon, and obviously coincidentally I get to the club, it's cool to see how much they ride the waves. And
So how does running through the big proper Essendon banner compare to the banner I made for your birthday that you used to run through?
that's all right.
Come on.
I prefer yours.
Don't lie.
It's quite,
Yeah,
What did we have? We had an Essendon themed birthday party.
right.
wasn't
That's
it?
right, yeah.
We'll probably get some photos up of that. or
Yeah,
something
it
for
was
socials, but-
fantastic, and
it was.
all the cake and everything was Essendon.
So I
themed,
think when you think
the
about
banner.
those moments, it is pretty cool to fast forward 15 years and see where you are now. So
And Essendon sitting on second on the ladder,
Yeah,
Ben. That's
yeah.
amazing.
I mentioned it post game, and I'm sure to you guys as well. But their league is so even at the moment. So I think the top 8. I think Port Adelaide jumped 5 positions in one result on the weekend. So
What about that though against Hawthorn?
I
That
think-
final kick in the last, they were 11 points.
Yep.
Was it 11 points up with less than a minute to go or something?
and then 40 points up.
And then,
Yeah.
wow.
So it is just such an even competition. So, although we are second and it's great, it's such a fickle competition at the moment. So you can't get too ahead of yourself. But certainly you prefer to be second
Then
then 16 other spots. So
What's that to get us?
No, just moving
We're
on
the same
now to
amount of wins,
Carlton.
aren't we?
I wouldn't know, but no, we're going pretty well. So it's nice to be in a good position so far.
Fantastic. And now, Harry, Carlton against Sydney Friday night. Not the way we wanted it to go.
No, it was a disappointing night for sure. They to their credit, they're a very good outfit.
Very good, yeah.
Best we've played by some way, I reckon. And obviously up there, it's never easy. But yeah, we were disappointed with how we went. Didn't go to plan necessarily, but yeah, it's always good to get a free audit against the best, I guess. So yeah, we reviewed it today, and it was. Yeah, as I said, they were really strong, but there's a few things that we want to tidy up on and get back to. But the beauty of footy is that we get an opportunity in 6 days' time.
And so do you ever, obviously you guys played footy with Tom Papley. When you play against him or anyone else that you know, do you actually have a chat after the game? Do you say hi?
Yeah, you always say hi. It's hard
Yeah, a bit difficult.
whenever you know someone because, one, you obviously, if you lose, you're really flat and vice versa. But you still got to get around to 30 blokes.
Yeah.
And then you got to get off the ground. There's a lot happening, so you can only have a quick chat. But yeah, it's always a nice part to go and say good day to people you know after the game and say well done. So yeah, as I said, they were impressive. Not ideal, but
did you guys have a few more injuries? I didn't see the game much, but
no, I don't think.
Got a few coming back next week or two.
Waiters.
I think he'll be fine. Yeah. He got subbed out, but. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what that is, but he said today he's feeling pretty good, so should be right. But yeah, it's that time of year when it's getting into winter and halfway through the year and bodies are a bit sore. But I think we're getting a few back this week, which is good.
I think we've got a question from.
We do. We have a question from Christian.
Yeah, for you, Harry.
G'day, boys. It's Christian from South Morang. I've got a question for Harry, but I'll throw it out to Ben as well. So my mate Jordan, he's just turned 27, and he's a relatively new Carlton supporter, and he's a self-proclaimed Harry Mackay's biggest fan. And he wants to know how old is too old to buy a Harry Mackay jersey and wear it to games. Cheers, boys.
We had this debate last year, didn't
Well,
we?
I was taken out of context last year, I think, but you're never too old to wear a jersey. But my opinion was, as soon as if you wear a footy to a jersey to a game post being a kid, then you're like a diehard fan, I reckon.
Yeah.
But my opinion is the AFL need to bring in jerseys on names and sell the
Names on
jerseys.
jerseys.
Correct.
Sorry.
Like NFL,
And
NBA.
NBA, where you can actually wear it as like a casual, because the ones you buy, they're like tight.
Yeah.
Like they're not. It's pretty hard to wear casually. But I reckon if you bought in like a really cool,
What about Dad's
material.
woolen jumpers?
yeah, not a huge fan.
Dad was wearing his on Saturday on the tram on the way in, and a person stopped and said, "So why are you wearing number 32?" And Dad said, "Oh, Ben Mackay plays." And then this guy proceeded to tell us everything about Ben and what happened at North. And
Well, you would have bragged straight away and said, "Oh, Ben's my son." Yes, you would have. You always do that.
We didn't. No, we didn't.
Just heard him out.
He started off saying how Ben started off at North.
What if
and
they had
leaking
said,
goals
yeah,
and-
What if they said Ben?
Well, he did. He
he's
was
not good.
basically saying
See, that's not good of him.
he left. He left. He followed the money. Went to
Oh,
Essendon.
so what did you say?
Yeah,
Well,
you
then
did.
we were about. Well, I wasn't going to say anything, and then Sandra got on the same tram, and the conversation ended. It was just as well
Right.
because
Well,
it would have been a bit awkward.
Maybe should have gone into bat for me, mate.
Well, I probably would have if we'd kept talking, but yeah, he was.
There you go.
He
But
knew it all.
you are pretty quick to put your hand up at the footy and say you're our parents.
Oh yeah, God, I'm so proud of you guys.
I think
Nothing
to
like a
our,
mum
to
brag.
our other siblings' annoyance.
Yeah.
going back to that point around the jerseys, when we had Doc on a couple of weeks ago, the question was, what would you do if you were in charge of the AFL for whatever? I think that's something I would do for sure. The names on the back of the jerseys has to happen.
Yeah. And
It's
to
such
your
a
point,
commercial
having jumpers
opportunity
that you
as
can
well.
buy, retail jumpers.
Even you can
that-
sell it. Even you
yeah.
can be like, all right, so
Yeah, the AFL can
you
make
can
more
actually
money.
buy a number 10, like a 32 Ben jumper,
Yeah.
and then you could even be like, the AFL would have numbers around, all right, what's the highest selling jersey,
correct.
Yeah.
and then it's
Yeah.
like incentives around that. You could market it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a no-brainer
that's
for me,
great.
but-
Yeah, completely agree. I
Yeah,
think it
I
has
think
something
it's
to
a
do with
great
the sponsorship on the back of the jersey.
Yeah, but if it was
Right.
league wide, then it'd be fine. You just couldn't have it. Would just
Obviously the
protect it
AFL
on
has
the
to
front,
override it. Yeah, correct.
and then you'd pay more for the bottom one. It's like,
Yeah, completely agree.
But great question, hey.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
And
correct.
so
Christian,
ultimately, is he too?
No, you're never too old,
Never
mate.
too
You can
old.
always
Okay,
welcome to
okay.
see a number 10 in the
All
crowd.
right,
Thank you.
Okay, number 10 all the time. So, upcoming games, guys. We've got a double header on Saturday.
We do.
Carlton v Gold Coast at Marvel, Harry.
Yeah, that's right.
And then Dreamtime at the G, Ben.
Yep.
Bombers v Richmond.
Correct.
That'll be a big game too.
It will. We
The first Dreamtime for you.
Yeah, we're obviously fortunate enough to play in a lot of big games. Even on the weekend, there was a big crowd there, so the Essendon supporters always show up, which we're very grateful for.
It's 43,000, I think, at Marvel on the weekend.
that's a decent number for a Sunday 1 o'clock game on a cold, miserable sort of Melbourne day. So yeah, Dreamtime's exciting. You know, the whole club do it really well. It was obviously a split round with the Sir Doug Nichols round over 2 weeks. So
and the jumpers you
the
wear are
jersey,
very special. Aren't they?
yeah, correct.
Amazing.
So
I like both of your teams' jumpers this year.
I can't
They're really
remember.
great.
That's one of the best we've had, I reckon.
I
It's
love
very
it.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to wear the jumper 2 weeks in a row is really cool, and it means a lot to a lot
Will
of
they
people.
wash it in between?
Yes,
Or do you need me to wash?
You'd have a new one.
I don't know.
they'll either wash it or they've got a couple in the
Oh, that's good.
But no, I'm very excited for Dreamtime. It's going to be a massive game, and obviously Richmond are struggling at the moment. But again, as I said, there's no easy games, and they'll be firing. So I can't wait. Yep.
And an important game, Harry, for the Blues.
Yeah, obviously a chance to bounce back a bit after last week. Suns are playing some pretty good footy as well. So
They are. That'll be a good game.
Yeah, it'd be
It
nice
will
to
be.
be back under the lid with a dry ball. But it's as I said, they're playing some good footy and great opportunity to bounce back and hopefully see. I'm sure there'll be thousands and thousands of Blues fans there, as they always back it up. So
They always turn out, don't they?
certainly do. So looking
great.
forward to that one. Yeah, we can't wait.
Yeah,
So-
nice.
Are you going to? So that's the first back-to-back game you'll.
Yeah, that's the first one for this season that we've doubled up on the
Yeah.
same day. At least
Doesn't
it's
happen
not a
all that
clash.
often,
no,
does
it
it?
doesn't actually. We're pretty fortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd think it would happen a bit more, but it doesn't really, does it?
No, it's not too bad at all. I think
Yeah.
last time it was, Harry, it was your 100th, and we were at the G, I think, against Gold
Gold
Coast
Coast,
as
yeah.
well. Yeah, and then we went to Marvel, Ben, to watch you.
That's right.
North play. I can't remember who it was.
It might have been when North v Richmond when we won, and you guys were going to leave early and to the MCG.
No,
and
it wasn't.
It was. There was.
Clarko didn't. This was last year.
Yeah, I'm
Last
saying
year.
2 years. It was 2 years ago. This
No,
one.
last year,
Last
Harry's
year.
one.
Oh, last year.
Yeah.
There's been a couple.
There's been a couple. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one where we beat Richmond out of nowhere, and then you guys had to. We were going to leave early, but you didn't, and you hung around, and it was really cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing.
nice.
Fantastic.
Um,
Now, what do I do next?
well,
We're going to chat about your.
Yeah, so
podcast.
last week we spoke about the new podcast. That,
My new podcast, Mums with Mike's podcast.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Get it wherever you get your podcast from.
new
that one.
episodes every Friday.
Every
we've
Friday,
heard.
yes.
So far, it's going all right.
Yeah, it's been, look,
Talk to us about how it's all going.
obviously it's, as you know, so outside of my comfort zone, something I've never done before, but Jackie and I are just having so much fun doing it. And we've been speaking to some really interesting people and some really good stories. And yeah, it's been great. It's been really good.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been good to see.
I don't know how
I
we're
think you guys
rating
are
against you guys at all, but different audiences, maybe,
True.
you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
That's probably a good point.
I think Mum's having a bit too much fun with it potentially.
Oh, yeah.
Mum is a CEO for everybody out there, so obviously doing quite well on work. But I've never met a CEO that's taken more days off work to fulfill media commitments or go to events
It's
or
called annual
get
leave,
their hair and
Harry.
makeup
You get
done.
annual leave, it's okay.
And then the
It's
quarterly
all-
budget comes around and they're behind, and she's scratching her head as to why.
Not true. I do take appropriate leave as required to fulfill those demands. But yeah, we're actually having a real great fun time learning something totally different. Bit like you guys, totally different with your podcast. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a bit more to it than what you probably think, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And ours is recorded like actually in AFL House, and just even that, just seeing how big it is in
Yep.
there,
Yeah.
you know, is
So much
quite
going on,
eye-opening.
isn't there? Yeah.
So eye opening.
Yep.
Such
It takes
such
a lot.
big organisation. Really.
Even in your team, there's probably 3, 4, 5 people that help put the podcast together,
Yeah.
and behind the scenes,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on. So
Absolutely.
Um,
So much more than you
Yep.
realise. Absolutely.
We've got a grab. We'll play the grab from last week, which we played, but it was from your first episode,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Heard of that
So mirror
before.
image twins are identical twins, and when one egg splits a little bit later, so it's kind of like a zigzaggy line.
Yep.
So that's where you get the left hand and the right hand, slightly different features of them.
So let me understand. So one's right-handed, one's left-handed?
Yes. And left-footed and right-footed.
Wow. And one plays back and one plays forward.
Exactly. One's a little bit more outgoing, one's a little bit more shy.
And then
So I think it was at the last point that
Well, firstly, can I say how horrible it is hearing yourself back?
Yeah, it's
own
never
voice
great.
is
Never get used to
really,
it.
I don't like it at all. But anyway.
So
what
I
was
think
the
it's in
question?
there so you can back up your point and maybe explain.
Well, last
to
week
the
we were
listeners.
debating about who you said was the quieter, shy.
Okay.
Or maybe give some more context as to why you think.
Well, you're both introverted, right? I think is fair to say. You're
Yep.
both more introverted than extroverted, probably.
Yeah.
Although
I'd agree with that. Yeah.
you're both on a podcast now, so you're kind of breaking the
The mold.
mold a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think historically, Ben's been slightly more shy and Harry's been a bit more outgoing.
Well,
Yeah.
well, maybe given
Ben's
give
always
an
been
example.
Ben's always been a bit of a mummy's boy.
Well,
What's wrong with that?
nothing wrong with that, honey. Nothing at all.
I'm not saying there is. I'll happily
One of
be a
my
mummy's
friends
boy.
used to say they could tell who Di Phillips used to be able to tell which of you was which when she arrived because Harry would be the one that would run up and
Yeah, well,
say
there you go.
hello.
Oh, good on you.
So,
No
and
shock
and
there.
Ben would stay
Ben
back.
would be the
and
shy
a bit
one,
shy.
crying, rubbing his eye, hiding behind mum's leg.
Yeah, that's
That's what you
kind of how
always
it
do.
was. Yeah. So that
Not much has changed.
on that sort of reasoning, you were always a bit shy.
I think
Benno.
you're saying it is a bad thing, Mum. It's
No,
not-
no, not at all. You're just a bit
It's
shy.
okay, you're a bit shy and a bit quiet, it's fine.
A bit quieter,
It's
a
not-
bit more. Actually, a bit more. I probably shouldn't say that.
No, I say.
A bit more self-confident. You didn't really need anyone else's approval, whereas Harry was
Are you
a little
serious?
bit.
Yeah,
a
I'd agree with
little
that.
bit
That is
more-
so not true.
No, I'd agree with
know,
that.
Could not be more from that. Do you want to listen back to that and say,
I would agree with
so
that.
you're saying Ben didn't need anyone's approval and was very self-confident. Do
Well,
you know
didn't
your
need-
son
didn't
at
need to
all?
force it,
Not
mate.
as
Do you
much
know
as
Ben at all?
self-confident as okay in his own skin. So he didn't. He didn't.
Didn't need
I
to
can't
force
believe
anything.
this. This is so far from the truth.
Starting
please.
some wars again.
No, we like this. We like this.
She's trying to say something that's not true to make him feel better.
No,
No, well,
No.
Mum's. She's got an opinion, so
that's
she's allowed to say
it. That's it. Absolutely. So
believe what I'm
just
hearing.
a slightly shyer twin generally
Well,
when you were younger.
maybe when I'm younger. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. But I think we're both introverted to a degree. But around the right people, we're bubbly and
Absolutely.
quite witty.
I think your dad's
people.
the same, right? He's a real introvert, but when he gets going and he's he can really
Yeah, when he's around
engage.
the right people. Yeah.
absolutely.
Correct.
You're both very engaging when you are, in a comfortable
No, I agree.
environment and on a podcast, obviously.
That's right. Thanks, Mum.
Sorry, Harry's a bit annoyed, Ben.
No, I just can't believe what I'm hearing, that's all.
Bad
Anyway,
luck.
we have another
Bad
grab.
luck.
Apparently you're
Oh
on
no, okay.
you're on
On the
media
rush
street
hour,
again.
JB and
Shock.
Billy.
Oh, they were fun, but
Hughesy,
but
was it?
Billy wasn't there because he's on The Amazing Race, which
Oh,
I'd
is he?
love to
Was he
do
really?
that. With his son Oscar.
Didn't you try and go on the Amazing Race?
Yeah.
Well, that's how this whole podcast started. You guys were trying to go on a
correct.
reality
So
TV
that's
show.
right. So Jackie DeConing and I, Jackie has in the past applied for some things with another friend of hers, and I think this time we were applying for a random show, a new show that was about a globe-trotting adventure that you'd win money that was life-changing. So Jackie said, "Come on, let's apply for it," and we got into a fair way through the process, but obviously didn't get picked. And it turned out that the show was Rush, was it? I think.
Not sure.
I can't remember what it was
remember.
called. But as it turned out, it wasn't something that would have suited us at all.
So did you decline it, or did they?
No, we
kick you
didn't.
out?
Yeah, we didn't end up. And in the end, they went with single people rather than couples. Like you're meant to apply as either two people
Yeah.
or on solo. And in the end, all of them are solo. So I think they sort of changed direction.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not still going. So,
Okay.
but yes.
Yeah, we'll play the grab. We got the grab.
Okay.
Tracy, how will you go, do you think, when they play against each other?
I think Ben and Harry would be like you and your brother.
Yep.
There's no way they're not going to not be able to,
Belt
give
into each other.
And they'll think that they won't get reported.
Yes, 'cause
Whereas
it's brothers.
my only thing is do not get reported. So that means don't hit each other, punch each other.
But the tribunal have got to take that into account. If you hurt your brother in the guts,
Yeah, well,
you've
you
got to
know
be
how
able
they
to say
brought
he's
in the
my
good
brother.
bloke rule.
Yeah.
Maybe they bring in the brother rule.
That's it.
Yeah.
They should-
Oh,
they
yeah,
should
maybe.
do that.
Okay.
There should be a lot
Mum.
of camera on them. It should be the whole game. You just watch those two.
No,
Yeah, that's-
always.
Well, I agree with the rule. I reckon that there should be a brother clause
brother rule,
at
you
the
reckon?
tribunal.
Yeah, I don't know that it will fly, but
yeah, I agree.
I don't think
it'll
your
fly,
coaches
but
will really.
Bossy might like it.
well, Brad's a twin himself, so he
Oh,
probably
that's
wouldn't hate it
true.
either.
Yeah, but did Brad and Chris never played against each other? Did they? I
They
think
played in
were
the same team.
in the same team. Yeah.
Were they always at Brisbane? I'm not sure.
One came
One came
year
from
after.
yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Mm.
But yeah, It, maybe the tribunal can.
But let's not
Let us know.
let's
Who
not
do you hope
test it
wins that?
out. Let's not test
It's
it
coming
out.
up.
Okay.
Was
Oh,
it 3 weeks?
well,
2, 3, 4
Yeah,
weeks?
2 or 3 weeks.
Who are you going
away.
back for, Ben?
I'll barrack
It's okay
for
if you can
both
back
of
it,
you.
Ben.
I'll barrack
Oh,
for
we all
both
know
of
that you're going to
you.
go for Carlton because it's a Carlton family.
Well, we just heard before that it's not.
What is?
We'll barrack for both of you. It's just you can't. There's no other way to say it.
So what are
but
you
we'll
going to
barrack for
wear?
both of you.
The 2 scarves?
Yeah,
or,
I'll wear 2 scarves. I don't know how Dad might have to get a jumper made
Or you might just wear a normal shirt for once.
Yeah.
Like a
with
normal
all
person.
2 badges on, maybe.
I wouldn't hate that.
Oh, I don't know. We
Hmm.
might get one specially made, but we're not preempting anything because it hasn't
That's right.
happened yet.
It's not that far away, though, is it really?
No, I
couple
think
of
it's 2 or 3 weeks
2 more
away.
games, maybe.
King's Eve.
King's Birthday Eve, yeah.
King's Birthday Eve, which will be a big, and that's MCG, I think.
At the G, yeah, of course.
That'll
Yep.
be big.
Massive, yep.
Sunday night game, I think
Yep.
it is. Wow.
Yep, it is. So
Anyway, let's not jinx it.
No,
Remember,
let's not jinx it.
Mum, please leave us a review on Apple and hit the bell on Spotify.
Well
I think you
done.
said it wrong when you first.
Oh, did I?
You did an interview or something and you said it
Right.
wrong on the
Do
Sunday
you not
Footy
ring
show.
the bell? No, you hit the bell, not ring the bell.
Yeah,
okay.
I think you said ring the bell, and that's usually what we do at a house or something. You
Oh,
ring the bell.
okay.
Not for
Well, I'm
Spotify.
learning all of this stuff. Learning it all. Okay, so
Yeah.
remember, leave a review on Apple and hit the bell on Spotify.
And you can, if you want, you can do the same thing for mums and Mikes. You don't have to.
But please
not-
do.
It's not the be all and end all. It's more ours is probably more of
Ours
the
is-
priority.
correct.
Well, it is a Ben and Harry podcast we are recording right now, but please feel free.
Cross
Search
prom-
for Mums with Mics.
Cross promotion, they call that, Momo.
Well done.
Yep.
Yeah.
What I'm
Bang.
being.
What?
What on?
You look like the yellow wiggle over there.
Okay, now I really want to take this intro. He's not the yellow wiggle. That's lemon.
It's a lemon.
Well,
one.
basically.
It's not yellow enough at all. You could be like Simon the Grey Wiggle.
Simon.
The
Who's
boring grey wiggle. Is it?
No, Simon. What's his name from TV?
Simon.
Simon. No.
Yeah.
Who's Simon that wears a grey?
He does. He's on that
Grey
show.
small shirt like yours.
He's Simon. I can't remember his surname, but he's a big famous person.
Simon, yeah.
I don't know. He
Simon.
does something on America's Got Talent or UK's Got Talent. or
Oh, I know
something.
who you're talking about.
Yeah, that guy.
Simon.
And he did an ad with
Simon
the
Cowell.
Simon Cowell. Yes, the Grey Wiggle was Simon, and he was a bit of a grump.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't know there was a grey wiggle.
Actually, that's a good question. So, if out of us two,
Here we go.
who would you say, like, if one of us had to be, like, the Grinch more often than not, who do you think?
I can't.
Just think. No. Just think
because-
about who's always short and smart ass and grinchy.
No, the
and-
Grinch is just, he hates everything. He's just a grump.
That's you.
He wants it. No, he tries to steal
is.
Christmas.
It is.
I
It is
can't
you.
answer that.
You are the Grinch.
You always start
Mum,
arguments.
Remember what he was like in Italy?
Well, we used to call
It was-
Harry Happy Harry. Does
Yeah.
that help
So you've
clarify
never-
anything?
You've never said that in your
Happy
life. Don't try and
So
act
it's all coming out,
cool
all
now,
the
Mum.
truth.
Don't try and act cool now. You've never said that in your
Remember
life.
what Ben was like in Italy?
What?
He had things
He
on
was
his
a Grinch
mind.
in his
He
Like
had
what? Give me an
things
example.
on his mind.
He was, wasn't he?
And he
Give me an
doesn't
example.
eat cheese, so there's a lot of cheese in Italy.
Give me an example of
You
being a
can play.
Grinch.
You were such the Grinch, seriously. But we've just
You were
made that
trying to
very
be a
clear.
hero over there. I remember it. It was ridiculous. But anyway.
We had a great time, I reckon. It was a great holiday all round.
It was.
Don't you
Yeah,
think?
yeah, absolutely. It was
It was
great trip.
fantastic. It was the best.
Ben
ever.
loosened up by the back end, but
Yeah. After all those
You
years
were
of
too loose,
holidays,
arguably,
and
the whole time, but that's
the
all right.
best holiday is when you're all grown adults. I think that was really
It was cool.
a real highlight.
Absolutely.
But now
Right, we
I'm going to
digress.
introduce.
no, you just have to say winners and losers.
So now
No,
we'll-
it's twinners and losers.
Whatever. It's
you
called.
always
Winners
do
and
that.
losers.
Doesn't matter.
I'm introducing it. Twinners and losers. Okay, who's going first?
Sting.
Ben and Harry's
I'm so excited for this.
winners
Birds often think I'm a tree.
and losers.
Mandarins. I just love them. Mandarins at the moment.
Mandarins.
The mandarins are in there. That's a great addition.
That's a great. I missed that.
It was just
Do birds still think you're a tree, Harry?
sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
But Ben's last one was just a mandarin.
They're pretty tasty.
They are, and they're in season.
And in season.
Well, how else do I explain that? I don't
All right, who's going first?
I'll go first.
Okay, okay.
My twinner is a shout out to Andy McGrath and his parents. He had a few of us players over. His parents had a few of us players over the other night for a beautiful dinner. So they're a lovely family and have made the whole McGrath family have made myself and the new guys very welcome to the club. So
that's
little shout out
lovely.
to.
They're
Mike
Canadian, aren't they?
Sandy, yeah, they are. Yep.
Oh.
Did you bring over? What did you bring over?
No, I didn't bring anything over. They insisted we didn't bring anything over.
It's courtesy to always bring
I
a bottle
know,
of wine.
but
Or didn't Mum?
Yeah, I know that, but it was.
It would be generally
it's just
courtity to take
yeah.
something
but
when you're invited for dinner.
They insisted to not bring
Yeah, but
anything.
they always
don't wanna-
insist.
Yeah, but sometimes you just go. See, you don't have to try
Flowers
too
for his
hard.
mum. Next time, Ben. Flowers for mum. If nothing else, take flowers for the mum.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
I think I'd be
This is my twinner,
probably more of
but anyway.
Yeah, bottle of wine maybe.
Or a bottle of
But no,
or both. Chocolates.
Andy's
don't go
parents
astray.
and Andy in general have been awesome. So shout out to them.
Oh, that's a lovely winner, Benno.
Twinner.
Well done, Bino. That was
Twinner.
a great twinner.
Harry.
Mine was
See, he's being sarcastic, being a
What?
Grinch.
That's a real Harry little sly
Yes.
smirk thing.
Correct. That's
Yeah.
what the Grinch does. If you watch
Well-
the show,
Grinch doesn't smirk, mate. He doesn't smile.
no, he's really sarcastic and just
Is a bit
smart ass.
sarcastic. Yes.
correct.
It's not a smart ass, a Grinch.
He is.
Go back and watch it.
Okay, Harry, your
Not a
twinner.
yellow wiggle.
No fighting. Your twinner.
No, my twinner was just I got my university assignment done yesterday, and it was well
well
ahead of
done.
schedule. So just that
That's
feeling of when
fantastic.
you've done uni, everyone that studies out here that listens to the show will know the feeling.
Yes.
When you've been organised, finished your assignment ahead of schedule, it's a satisfying feeling.
It
You would
is.
know, Mum. You've
I do.
studied.
I have.
You've done your MBA.
I have. I've done my masters, and
Ben,
you're
you probably
exactly
can't
right.
relate at the moment, but that's all
You're
right.
exactly right. I didn't achieve it very often, usually
No,
on the
that's
day
right.
it's due. But yeah, when you can pull it off, it's
Yeah,
great.
well done, man. That's sick.
It's a great twinner. Well
Yeah,
done.
It's a great twinner. Thank you.
Oh, no,
Does anyone want to
totally.
know my twinner?
Yeah, you got.
Yep.
You go.
Yeah.
Being invited to
Oh,
be
no.
here
That's
tonight.
so
today.
unoriginal.
That's
Screams of being unorganised, Mum,
amazing.
like Harry's.
Oh,
but
no, I thought
all right.
I gave it a
You
lot
could have
of
even just said a
thought.
random fruit like bananas or something, and that probably would have been better.
Oh, I thought it was a good twinner that I was able to be
No.
here hosting with you. Okay. All right. I'll think of
No.
a piece of fruit next time.
Yeah.
Losers,
True.
Ben.
My loser, I've just noticed this. Have you noticed on WhatsApp the colour has changed to green?
What?
It was always,
It's always
green, wasn't
green.
it?
No, it was blue.
No, it
Mine
wasn't.
was already blue. Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
No.
It's
yes, it
always
was.
been
I
green.
thought it's always been
WhatsApp
green.
is a green colour.
No, mine.
It's been a
Mine-
green
MJ,
thing.
just
Mine was blue and turned to green recently.
it's green.
Always been green?
It's green. Yeah. You've had a horror, mate. That's not.
Well, it's not a horror because I've always had blue. My notifications have been blue.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
I'll show you. What I mean.
The WhatsApp, it's even the app in the App Store is green.
No, I'm talking about the message notifications, mate.
Oh,
Well, that's obviously something from
well,
your
I
end.
haven't noticed
See,
that.
see how it's green down the bottom, like, or
Yeah.
see, that's normally blue. Like those, if you got like a notification,
Oh.
it's normally blue,
Okay.
but it's now green. So
I didn't know that.
That is my
That's,
twinner, loser.
Harry, your loser?
I didn't really have a loser this week. Yeah.
So you're unorganised.
No, I'm trying to think of a loser, but I just can't.
Well, that's a happy place to be, Harry.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Happy Harry, see?
Yeah.
Harry's happy.
I always like to look at things in a
Doesn't like
positive
a loser.
Yellow wiggle
lens,
over
so-
there. Yep. Well done,
Yeah.
mate. On lemon.
I haven't got a loser either. I'm just winning, winning, winning.
Yep.
This is going downhill.
Nothing wrong with that.
Unorganised.
Well, I thought,
Well, Mum's off the hook. It's her first time hosting, but you should have a loser.
I just can't think of anything bad at the moment. So
okay.
Goal kicking.
Okay.
What?
So,
what do you mean?
Nothing.
who kicks off these questions?
So you'd be like, Lucinda from Whittlesea has got a question. Let's hear
It's
from
Whittlesea.
Whittlesea.
What did he
Lucinda
say?
from Whittlesea.
Whittlesea.
Got a question for us.
Correct.
Lucinda.
Hey Ben and Harry, it's Lucinda from Whittlesea. My auntie Sharon wears number 10 Guernsey and it's her
lovely.
birthday on Monday. Would you guys be able to say happy birthday? Go Baggers.
Happy birthday, Sharon.
Do you want to sing happy birthday to Sharon, guys?
I'd rather not.
I've actually got a bit of a sore throat, so I can't.
But Sharon, thank you so much for all the support. And if you listen to the show, thank you very much. We do love all the love and support. So look forward to seeing the footy soon. Hope you have an awesome day. Go boys.
And what about a shout out to your auntie, Auntie Sandra? She
Dean?
listens to your podcast every week as well.
Well, thank you, Sandy. We appreciate that.
Yeah,
She's a great auntie, so
she's a
we
great-
love her lots.
Mhm.
She's a great auntie.
Retweet.
What about Maddie? Maddie now.
Hi, Ben and Harry. It's Maddie from Caligny. If I paid you $10, would you get a piece of cheese and slap it on Nick Hines' head?
That would be so satisfying.
That is the weirdest question we've ever.
Can you do that, please?
Hindy wouldn't mind.
I'll
that.
give you $100 if you do it.
He's, as I said earlier, a couple of shows ago, he's a very funny guy, so he'd probably go along with it. But
can you please do it?
But why would someone want you to do that?
Because he hasn't got much hair in his head, so I'm assuming it looks funny. But
oh, right. Okay, that was a bit lost on me, but okay.
It was a strange question.
Please do that.
Okay, Maddie,
it'd have to be
thank
more
you
than
for that.
$10, Maddie. I think maybe.
Well, you're a bit of a tight ass, so you probably would take $10.
That's not fair and Hindy.
Okay. Next question, Olivia from SA.
Hi, I'm Olivia from Blakeview, South Australia. What is your go-to favourite type of lettuce?
Oh,
love that energy from Olivia.
Yeah. Great question. Interesting question.
I'm an iceberg type guy, personally.
Can you name any other type of lettuce?
Cos.
Mm?
Shredded.
Yeah. That's what I got to put up with.
Sorry. That was funny, Ben. Well done.
Well done, Ben. That's great. No, mine's just a simple iceberg.
Yep, so you just copied me again.
I'm an iceberg fan.
Right, mate.
I like the butter leaf.
The what?
Butter leaf.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a really nice
I don't think that's one, is it?
That is. It's a lettuce. It's a
that's
type.
a cos, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it's not.
No.
It's different.
With the leaves?
Right.
Yeah, it's a
butter
butter
cos.
lettuce. Butter lettuce.
Yeah,
butter
I
lettuce.
think they're cos.
They're different. But anyway, thanks for the question, Olivia.
Yep.
And now we have Sarah from Sydney.
Hi, this is Sarah from Hornsby Heights. Hope you're doing well. Great win against North Ben, and it was awesome to meet you, Harry, at the open training in Sydney. My question is for Ben. I'm just wondering if Harry gave you the bracelet I made for you. Good luck for the rest of the season and up the baggers.
Thanks, Sarah, for a beautiful question.
Yeah, no, not yet. So that was actually going to be...
yeah, well.
No, I've got them in my bag.
Well, where is it?
I haven't been home, so I was actually going to have those as my
You haven't been home since Sydney?
No, since I remembered this morning. I didn't get a chance to go home.
What was the bracelet?
No,
well, thank
Sarah,
you, Sarah. That's very kind of
made
you.
a lovely friendship bracelet. Like, it's quite common
Like
at the
a
moment.
Taylor Swift one? Yeah.
A lot of the open sessions, they're quite a popular gift, and she gave me one for Ben as well.
Did it have any message on it?
It said, why number 32, I think so.
Did it actually?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
That's brilliant.
So I was going to bring it in and give it, but I forgot this morning.
Make sure you do that. Thank you,
No,
Sarah.
I've got it in my bag.
That's
That's
so
thoughtful.
sweet.
Yeah.
That is sweet
You get
from Sarah.
gifts like that.
Yeah.
It's
That is
really
nice.
lovely.
Yeah. You've
Yeah.
got a few of them, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, nice.
So, no, they were, I'll bring them in next week.
Yeah, make sure you do. As a reminder, we are on socials, Mamo, at Ben and Harry Podcast, TikTok,
At Ben and Harry
and
podcast.
Instagram. So please give us a follow, say good day. We really appreciate all the support. So,
Any closing sentiments, Mum, or any?
Well,
or
again,
just maybe some thoughts about how the show went.
okay. It was great. I don't think Will's in any danger of losing his job, but I've had a bit of fun. And again, yeah, it's been great. Now you're gonna stop. No, I don't want to say that. That's okay.
No, say it.
No, it's all right.
Stop what?
I was gonna stop arguing as much.
Well, we've done it for 26 years, Mum, so I don't think we're going to stop anytime soon. But
No, you were pretty
Still
good
a bit
tonight.
shocked at what you said about Ben, but that's fine.
You were pretty good tonight. No real arguments. No blood noses.
No,
Yeah,
we'll save that for
don't
a few
want
weeks.
to hurt Ben.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks,
for
guys.
having me.
Thank you very much for
Thanks,
coming
guys.
on.
Thank
Coming
you.
in.
It's been my pleasure.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Good work. Go
Don't
Dogs.
hold your breath about the next time because it might not be for a while. But
No,
Well,
you never know.
we don't know.
Will might have it at Mad Max too.
True.
maybe.
Premiere or
we'll probably
something.
would go for someone else next time.
Oh, okay.
No, because
Well,
we don't
well.
want it. Yeah, just
Oh.
change it up a bit.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe Dad. What about Hannah?
How do you reckon Dad would go in the host chair?
That would be horrendous.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be his preferred.
Hannah would be
seat.
alright.
Hannah would be good.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think Hannah said her and Charlie are going to do a podcast reviewing her brother's podcast and her mother's podcast.
Wow.
That'd be a
So
fun
everyone's got a podcast these
I
days, so-
know. I don't know how she'll review this one, but anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah.
It's
No,
in the-
thank you very much.
It's in the books, Mum. Well done.
Thank you.
Go Dons.
Yeah. Go Blues. Have a good week.
Go boys.